have it's a natural light. So this is what it looks. It is so big, but I can't even put it back in. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to test out a sponge. Now I'm going to be testing out the Coco Cosmetics by Chloe Marshmallow sponge. This is it. I absolutely love it. So basically it says the secret to flawless makeup, incredibly soft, super splendid, latex free. So to use this, you do have to wear. So this is what it looks like. Look how dirty that sponge is. Look how dirty, and it even has Coco Cosmetics by Chloe onto the actual sponge. I'm now going to go around like this and see how big it gets. I'll be right back. As I was wetting this, I was shocked to see how big it grew. Oh my god. I can't even put it back in the package. Like, these are huge. Oh my god, it feels so soft. I'm sorry, I'm a bit like shell shocked. So if you can see my mirror, so I'm just going to use it to apply makeup. But I am so shocked how big this sponge is. I'm actually really shocked because I didn't think it'd grow this big. Like, it covers my eye. So I'm going to put some foundation on. I'm going to put my primer. So the primer I put on is the Vive Skin Now the Instant Primer. So this is the primer I put on. And now the foundation I'm just going to put on the NARS in Stromboli to see how well it does. So let's pop it onto my face. Let's pop the hair back round. And then they blend it. So let's try that. What the hell? It is so soft. Like, oh my god, that is so soft. Wow. This is blended. Holy crap. Okay. It's blending. I'm gonna have to turn up my brightness. So I've just turned up my brightness so you can see me a lot better. I think it was down because it's a bit dark outside. Wow. I'm gonna pick some of it up on a sponge and then blend it. Holy crap. That is how the sponge is looking. I don't care if it's like thingy, but oh my god. This is blending so smoothly. It feels so light as well. It feels like light as a feather. It just feels so smooth and it blends out really nicely. It's blending so nicely. Wow. Okay, Chloe. Oh my god. It's getting into the crevice of my noses. It's getting into the corner of my eyes. If you ever want to get your hands on this sponge, get your hands on this sponge. Definitely get your hands on this sponge. Like, definitely gonna wash this afterwards because I do want to keep it clean and might stain. Chloe, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful sponge. I'm liking this sponge. This sponge I'm liking. So let's see how it's gonna be underneath my eyes. I'm gonna use the NARS. So I'm gonna use a NARS Creamy Concealer in the shade Ginger. This is what I'm using. So I'm using this in the shade Ginger. I like the concealer, but it's kind of a letdown how much you have to use. So let's put it on my face. Chloe, I'm sorry, but this sponge, it doesn't take long to blend out. It just blends out so nicely. Oh. It blends out so easily as well. You don't need a lot to blend this out. It blends out so nicely. It blends out really evenly. It's making my skin look so flawless. Wow. I mean, look at that. I mean, this is how dirty my beauty sponge is. But holy crap. That has blended out really beautifully. Like, that is incredible how much it blends out. You might think, oh my gosh, that's a lot on a product, but you know what? I don't care because that has just blended out my foundation and concealer beautifully. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do cream contour, but instead of doing striping and then blend it, I'm gonna use it with a brush. I normally just apply this straight onto my face, but I find that if I do that, I get too much on there and it doesn't look as nice when I do that, and I have to blend it out with a sponge. So what I'm gonna do is get my brush and just pop it on, like so. And then just going to pop it onto my face and see how well we go. So just need a little bit more, you know. And see how well this blends out. Oh my god, that has just blended out really nice and natural, and it's not, there's not much because you're just putting it on the brush, and it's this way, it's so much easier. It just blending out very beautifully. It is just blending out very beautifully. Like, I'm not putting too much on, like I'm just blending it out how much I want, and there's nothing going underneath. It's just beautiful. Just gonna put a little bit more on. I'm gonna try on the forehead now because that's when I get, oh my god, like I don't need my sponge to blend this out because with a brush it's already blended out so nicely. Wow, I like blending this out with a sponge, with a brush. Like, you just put some on your product and you just blend, and that is beautiful. I'm just going to put it underneath my chin, and then basically I'm just going to pop it under. Can you see how good my cream contour is now? Oh, sorry, I used the foundation stick in the shade Caramel, so this is what it is, it's foundation and contour stick. That is beautiful. Oh, I like applying this with a brush now. You have applied your cream contour with a brush. I'm just going to go down the nose as well. Going to go under the lip as well. Not too much, just a little bit. And the brush that I use is from Celebrity Brushes. I got this in one of their sets, so I like it. That has blended out really beautifully. I didn't put too much on, which is good. You can apply enough. You can go little for a natural look, or you can go too much. You can put a lot of blush on for like a dramatic look. But oh my god, that is the easiest. I'm gonna do that every time now, especially with that brush, because it just goes on really nicely and it just blends out so beautifully. That's gorgeous. I'm sorry, but that is gorgeous. I love doing it that way. I'm going to use some powder, and I normally just take a big old fluffy brush and do it, but I'm going to set my eyes first. I'm going to make sure there's no creasing. I'm just going to try this with some powder, see how it is. This one, brush it away. I'm just going to use a little bit. I'm going to use it on the tip. I'm just going to blend it, just so. I'm not going to use a lot because I feel like when I do this, I use a lot of powder. I use a lot of powder and I don't like to use a lot of powder. Okay, I don't like baking my face because it does kind of a little bit go dry and anti-fires, but at the minute it's beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a brush and I'm just going to swirl it into the cap and brush off the excess. And then what I'm going to do is just pat it into my skin like this and then swirl it. So pat and then swirl it so you don't get too much powder. And that will set face just lightly. As I'm getting older, I don't like being heavy-handed with my powder now. I just don't like it because it just doesn't look too good when you're getting older. You just need something that's very light, and that has very lightly done that. So this is what I use for powder. The Fenty Beauty Pro Butter in Fenty Beauty Pro Powder in Butter. I still love this. This is my second jar because I was like, yeah, why not? Now I'm going to use the Vive bronzer in medium. So I'm just going to use a light shade, and I just want a nice wash. So I'm just going to pop it onto my brush. I'm just going to tap it on and hold it at the end and just go circular motions to bring back that bronziness. Tap. Just always tap off your product, and I'm just going to go right down at the end of the brush because I don't want to go here because it's going to make it too harsh. So I'm just going to do this to make it nice bronze and do the top. Yes, I do have cream contour, but I do prefer cream bronzer and everything. I could do prefer the combination of the two because I feel like they look pretty. And then do the same here. And just do this. Go down as well. So I have a spot coming there, which is going to be annoying. So that is my bronzer. That's all I'm going to do for now. So I'm going to contour my nose with the exact same bronzer because I feel like that's going to be good. I'm just going to take a brush like this, tap off the excess, and just kind of pop it onto all the inner parts of the eye. And then go down and then go under here. Just a little bit. I'm just going to use a nice little brush. Some people use like a flat brush. I tend not to. I tend them to, they get your bronzer really nice and sharp, but when it comes to blending out, I don't really like to blend out, so I'm just going to use a sponge just to pat it on. And there we go. I'm going to talk about the sponge at the end because this is a basic sponge. So it's time for blush. Blush I'm going to use is the V1 in the shade Cherub, and this is the shade. You might think, oh my god, that's really pink, but I love a pink blush. So I'm just going to put some on my cheeks. I'm going to hold it at the end as well and just do circular motions. Make sure it blends with the bronzer, and then do on the tip of the nose and just go on the edge right here, just go on there. Make sure I have a nice pink nose as well, just to match everything so it looks a little sun-kissed. My products this time are blending beautifully. They always normally do blend, but they're blending beautifully this time. I love it. So for highlighter, you could either choose one of 3 brushes. You can use this brush, this brush, this brush. I'm going to start using this brush. I'm gonna take my Soft X Revolution collaboration in the shade Cookies and Cream, and I'm going to use this shade right here. So what I'm going to use is a Slippery Brushes brush that came in a set with that other brush, and this is a nice little brush, but I like to use it for highlights. So I'm just going to pop it right there, and then what I'm going to do with this big brush and do, as you can see, I'm putting it there, and then getting a bigger brush and just blending down. Highlight is really nice. I like highlight. I'm not going to put any highlight on top. I'm just going to put it like that. And then what I'm going to use is a brush like this to do my nose, my brows and my inner corners, because I don't know why. I like having my inner corners done. And especially highlight the underneath of my brow. If you haven't tried out the Soft Revolution highlighter yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Get on that. It's beautiful. Another one is beautiful is the one by as well. Just gives you a pop of colour, which I like. So I'm going to do my eyeshadow now, and I'm going to just do a very simple look. I'm going to put in a half wing. So this is the Revolution Revolution Cloud that they were Soft. It's in the one Super Spice because she's got 3. This one all over the eyelid to give a wash of colour. That's all I want. So if the most distracting, I'm so sorry, or if anything's dirty. I'm just going to pop it on, and then I'm just going to put it on. This, I like to wing it out as well, so it wings out a bit. You can do this with bronzer, you can put bronzer all over your eye if you want, but I prefer this shade. So that is just a wash of colour. So that is that eye done, and that is that eye. Tell the difference. This one is just a bit more done. It depends what look you're going for as well. So next I'm gonna take this brush. This is just a sponge brush. This brush I used was Smith Cosmetics brush 232. Take the same, for my highlighter for this brush I used JH42, and the other highlighter brush I used was Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH09, and the little tiny brush that I used that was supposed to be for eyeshadow is from Slippery Brush as well. I'm just going to sponge that under, and there we go. We got a nice kind of thing. I love the shade Cookie Dough. I'm just going to do a brow wing liner. Do a brown one because if you do a black one, it's going to look so much more harsh when you put it on, and it's not going to really look that natural. But if you use a brown one, brown ones are very muted, that it's going to not look as harsh as black. So I'm just going to do, this is the one I'm using is the Roller Eyeliner by Benefit. I do want to try it some more, but this is felt tips. If you don't like felt tip liners, you're not going to like this. I'm just going to go halfway. I always look down, so I do, and then never look straight ahead when you're doing liner. Always look down, and then I'm just going to do this, and then just fill it in, and that's one. You can see it's just halfway. It's just gonna pull your eye back. It's just nice. My eyeliners are not gonna match, so I'm sorry about that. So they're not matching. I know they're not matching, but that's the general gist that I'm gonna do. Now I'm going to use some mascara. So the mascara I'm going to use is this Flower Beauty mascara. It's called Royal. And I'm going to use some lash curlers with it as well. Oh crap, no I'm not. Okay, I need some new lash colours. Them ones kind of got a bit stood on. So I'm not going to use any lash colours because that's the only one I've got. So I need to buy some new ones. So what I'm going to use, this is the bristle for the Flower Beauty. That's the bristle for it. It's got spikes. I don't normally like using these ones because these remind me a bit of Benefit Bad Girl Bang. is it? It's in the silver tube, and I don't like that one because I always kind of prick myself with it. So what I'm going to do is kite my lashes. I always look down when I do this. I don't know why. Okay, I'm going to turn the brush upside down because this is getting annoying. Okay, I'm going to have to try a different mascara because I'm not liking this mascara. I'm not liking the bristles it has because the bristles are really sharp. So I'm just going to go in with a mascara from Swede. It's the Pro Lash Lift. And that is the one for it. It's like a comb. There we go, much better. For some reason, the one from Flower Beauty, I just didn't like. I felt like I was gonna stab my lashes. Like my eyeball, like. Just lightly on the bottom. I always go with the board on the bottom, so today I'm not going to. But what I am going to do, I'm gonna take a brown NYX. I'm gonna take a brown eyeliner. And I'm just going to go underneath the bottom of my lash line. Anything harsh. Now, the lashes I'm going to use are natural ones. These are the ones from Just Beauty. They're just called Girls Just Want to Have Fun, which is true. All girls want to have fun. I'm just going to lashes. Okay. Oh crap! I need a cut. Let's try that again. I always like to do this. I think I'm going to cut another section of it as well, just another section. Normally I put lashes too low down and I don't like the way that looks. Just gonna stick them down, see how these look. So I'm just gonna grab the glue. So the glue I've got is the latex free Duralash glue, which I absolutely love. It goes on kind of the bluey colour and it is clear. It's got a brush applicator. I find if you do have lash glue, I find a brush applicator so much better than a little squeezy tube, because a little squeezy tube, the ends can get blocked. 17, 18, 19, 20. Ooh. So I'm just gonna put it on now. So it's close to the lash line as possible. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go away, do the other eye. I'm back and I've done both my lashes. They're looking really, really nice. I'm liking them. I'm liking these ones because they're really nice and they're really natural. So I put them as close to the lash line as I can. If you don't like the white band shine, put brown liquid eyeliner over the lash band and they'll be invisible. But I don't really care because I'm not going out. I'm going to put my lips is the Lifter Gloss by Maybelline. And this is in the shade 007 Amber. I'm going to put this on. Just put a quick lip liner on. I'm going to put the shade Toffee on by Primark. And I really like the shade. And so just blend it with my finger. And that's all you do. The lip liner to be too harsh, you just do it with your finger. And that's all you do. So now I'm going to put the Lifter gloss on. And I love this gloss. It's really nice. It's the same colour as my lip liner. Yay! Win-win. I really like this lip gloss. It's lip gloss. I don't feel that sticky, so don't worry about it. I'm going to use a setting spray, and the setting spray I'm going to use is by Revolution. It's a Super Fix Super Hold Misting Spray, Ultra Matte Finish with Aloe and Vitamin E. Makeup fixing spray. Now, if you want your makeup to last, this will last. Soph Does Life on here on YouTube actually tested out if this actually holds up, and she black eyeshadow there and she sprayed it, waited until it was dry, did that, and hardly anything came off. And she says this one does it, October does it, and I think she said one more, but I can't remember. This is not a continuous setting spray. Oh, there we go. It just basically squirts. So I'm just going to spray it far away and then shut my eyes, and then I'll show you the finished result. And this is the finished makeup look. So this is my skin close up. As you can see, everything's blended nicely. The sponge has done a fantastic job at blending my foundation nicely. I am absolutely loving the fact that everything's just melted on. This actually melts on the product so well. This is the lifted gloss as well. My lips are not even. No, I did think about getting a lip filler, but I really don't want to. These are my brows, nice fluffy brows. The contour is really nice. The bronzer is really nice. As you can see, I'm just going to take up my clips. So this is what it looks like. I absolutely love it. If you like the makeup, if you want to try any steps out that I did differently that you want to, then go for it. So this sponge is beautiful. I love this sponge. It is so good. It doesn't compare to any of my other sponges. Blends out really, really beautifully. Foundation, it blends out in seconds. It's so big and it's so soft. So Coco Cosmetics by Chloe on her website's kind of sold out. This, I got it from Beauty Bay. Get it while you can, because this is a gold mine. I love this so much. It blended out my skin beautifully. It blends out in seconds because of how big it is, but it's such the softest sponge ever. I'm going to keep continuing to use this sponge. I'm going to get backers of this sponge because this is how much I love it. If I love the product, I am telling you with it. I'm open and honest about it. This is a good bloody sponge. Blends out in seconds, gives you a flawless application, and it's so soft, and it does grow really big. So yeah, if you haven't tried one of these sponges, try them out. They are really good. I got mine from Beauty Bay. I love this sponge. I'm going to continue to use this in my videos. If you see me using sponge, guarantee it, there'll be this. But yeah, all my sponges, I'll probably use them, but I will love this sponge. I'm going to clean this now because it's dirty and I'm going to clean it. It's ready for tomorrow. But it's so big. It's so big, like it doesn't fit inside the packaging anymore. You have to literally squish it in to get it inside the packaging. But it is really good. So soft as well. It is so soft. It's like really soft. So soft. I love it. It's just like marshmallow. Soft. I love it. But yeah, this is my review on it. If you haven't got it, go get it. It is an amazing sponge. So I hope you do like this video. Please give the video a big thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. This is natural light. Holy crap. Oh my god. I'm loving how my makeup looks today. This sponge has changed my life. I'm loving how my makeup looks. This sponge has changed my life. It's so good. I took my nose ring out because I just wanted it out. But it's a natural light. Look at this. This is incredible. This is what my face looks like in natural light. Oh my god. I'm loving how I'm looking. I'm loving it.